Valley Club, the 3 French Hens events and the Nest Orb are both here. They're both lackluster compared to some of the more recent events and orbs that we've had. So should you be pushing for this or be holding? We're gonna talk about the rewards in this video. We also have a brand new season of Cosmic Crucible with a huge omission. We're gonna talk about what is missing. And we have a brand new Spotlight Raid Orb coming very soon. So should you be diverting your resources to building some of these characters now, or should you be waiting till it's right around the corner? We'll discuss these things and the rest of your mailbag questions in this video. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're ready for this brand new season of Cosmic Crucible, and we'll discuss this event that's going on right now, this 3 French Hens and Nest Orb. But if you do get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. Let's go into the game and talk about this 3 French Hens event. And obviously with all of these milestone events, you want to at least get the minimum, which in this case would be all 3 French Hens. That is ending at milestone 14 right here. So in my opinion, this is the minimum that you need to get for this event. And you have some dark promo credits in there. You have some snow globes in there. The main thing on this is going to be the rank reward. So if you really want to push for these diamonds on Miss Marvel Classic or purple here, that would be the push for. But there's not much rewards here that I'm really enticed to be really pushing in this event for. There's something here that you see, let me know. I really would want some character shards or potential earlier diamond for Miss Marvel Classic. But yeah, very late diamond. Doesn't look like this is attainable unless you're spending money. But let's talk about the orb itself, because sometimes when these events are here, the leaderboard is not that great either. But sometimes when you get the orb that is associated with event, and this is an orb that you get from spending campaign energy. If you look at the contents of this orb, not a bad orb. If you look at the right pillar, you either have training mats or gold, so if things to level up your characters. You go to the left pillar, we have either these dark diamond credits or these dark promo credits. So both things that we need to level up our characters. With the center pillar, the character shards here, we have some decent, more recent character shards. But unfortunately, the only 2 that are unfarmable are Ancient One here and Oath. 4.17 chance to get one of these, so 8% chance to get a unfarmable character. The rest of the time is you're getting farmable characters. So the rest of these characters, Black Panther, Shuri, Gladiator, even Omega Sentinel's temporarily farmable in the Battle World store before she goes to her permanent farm location. The rest of these characters have been out for a while, so the only real unfarmable characters is these 2, Oath and Ancient One, and they have a very low drop rate. So in my opinion, not really worth pushing for this event unless the leaderboard is something you're really pushing for. It's not really worth pushing for this orb, so not really going hard on this event. Let me know your thoughts on this current event that we have going on right now. As we shift forward to this current season of Cosmic Crucible, talking about the big global rule that we have, it is joint operation, and on offense and defense, Immortal X-Men characters, they are an assist, are gonna gain Safeguard, and that is the big global rule that we have. And this past Saturday, it was announced who the Immortal X-Men are. Jean Grey is gonna enter the fray and lead Beast, Cable, Polaris, and Storm are the new Immortal X-Men. They're going to be a Cosmic Crucible offense team. And while the rules for the Immortal X-Men are live in this current season of Cosmic Crucible, if we go to try to find the Immortal X-Men, we scroll down here, there is no Immortal X-Men tag on any of these characters. The characters that are supposed to have this tag, starting with Beast, well, does not have the Immortal X-Men tag. We also have another character in Polaris that should have this tag as well. Does not have the Immortal X-Men tag. Cable also does not have that tag. And last but not least, Storm should have this tag. But if we go to Storm, she also does not have the Immortal X-Men tag. So the current season of Cosmic Crucible is based on this Immortal X-Men, but they're not in the game yet. But let me know what you think happened. Did they get the tags late? Are they supposed to have the tags in the game right now? Because the current season of Cosmic Crucible is going on. Did the current season of Cosmic Crucible get launched early and the tags weren't supposed to be in the game? They wanted to get the info out early. Let me know your thoughts on what happened with the tag not being in the game, even though the rules in Cosmic Crucible are in the game. As we move forward with the mailbag questions of the week, and big shout out to everybody that left a question in the mailbag channel on the Discord. And if you do want to leave a message for one of these future mailbag videos, make sure you join Discord. The link is down below. Go to the mailbag question channel and leave your question there. And first question of the week, do we have an idea of what's going on with war credits? I was trying to farm Iron Patriot to prep for Old Man Logan trials to return, but if we weren't getting enough war credits, I'm concerned I might be bottlenecked by the star levels. So yes, Iron Patriot, the main place that you can get him is in the War Store, but they do have him in some other orbs here. This Diamond Orb is just for diamonds on that character, but this Logan Army Orb, not a great drop rate, but if we go into the contents of it, left pillar, we have some characters here, not Iron Patriot. Right pillar, same characters there, and in the center pillar is where you can get Iron Patriot, not in this 80% common shard drop rate. There's no Iron Patriot there. When this 20% drop rate, you can get 15 for shards or more of one of the listed characters, including Iron Patriot. So smaller drop chance, but you're getting a lot of these orbs, and I like that they're bringing these kind of orbs back. They brought a Green Goblin orb, similar characters for the Green Goblin trials when Green Lantern came back. They're doing that for Old Man Logan, so I hope they continue to do this and allow more people to get more stars in these characters. But yeah, the traditional place to get them is in this War Supply Store. Unfortunately, there's no War Orb right now. Also in the Supply Store, the Mega Orb, the Basic Orb, the Premium Orb as well, but I think the main place you can get them is in that War Store. Now with the War Store, it is a store that rotates, right? There's a few characters here, 9 characters that rotate. Iron Patriot is going to rotate on that top spot. So you can either refresh this or you can start to hoard these credits. And at the end of the day, the Marvel Strike Force is a resource management game. How well are you going to manage your resources from each of these stores? And, you know, unfortunately, in the beginning part of the game, the middle part of the game, you're not really able to get everything that you want. You got to kind of select the characters that you're going to build up, that you're going to get the shards for and gear up. So it is a resource management game, and hopefully you get more war credits. For right now, one of the big problems at the end game is, but a lot of these stores, if you look at the credits here, there's a lot of credits that get distributed and not a lot of things to buy. So that's an earlier game problem. I think that's a good problem because it gives you choices, and you have to select choices of which characters you want, other characters that you can't get. Whereas at the end game, you have a different problem where there's nothing to buy. So I think just manage your resources, manage your war credits, just get Iron Patriot while Old Man Logan is here. And hopefully Old Man Logan becomes a permanent legendary character. What is the point of RTA? Why are there no rewards for playing? Will they do anything with this mode in the future? It definitely feels pointless. Yeah, it's definitely a pointless mode at this point. I'm not sure if you were playing back in the day, but with Real-Time Arena, the predecessor to that was Real-Time PvP. It was a fun game mode. You could do battles in real time with players. Unfortunately, a third of the community loved it. I was in that camp. A third of the community hated it, and a third was indifferent. So what they did, they created this new mode, Real-Time Arena, and to force players to play, they included the objectives, the battle world. And if you look at the daily objectives, they're still there. But previously, the daily objectives were just based on RTA, no Blitz, no Arena. So to get this battle pass, to get these rewards, you kind of had to do play RTA. So you don't have to do that anymore. It's based on Blitz Arena now, and you don't have to do any RTA battles, and that is a good change. But yeah, it's kind of, it had potential, I thought. I thought the mode did have potential when it was real-time PvP. I thought there was some good things about it. Unfortunately, the community didn't like the draft, the time it took to do that. You couldn't just go into the battle. But yeah, it is a completely pointless mode right now. Hey, Valley, I have 2 questions. 1, is it true a new Spotlight Raid 2 is coming to the game soon? And the answer is yes, it is coming to the game soon. It was announced on Saturday before you posed this question, though. And what it says here is we're going to have an Immortal X-Men Cosmic Crucible team. We're going to have the Mighty Avengers. That's going to be a War Offense team. And the Uncanny Avengers, they have a new special mission, will be a new Spotlight Raid that is on your way in the near future. And that new Spotlight Raid team will be Jean Grey, Hercules, both which aren't in the game yet, and then reworks for Storm, Beast, and Falcon. So reworks for the Spotlight Raid, and then if you want to build the Immortal X-Men or the Mighty Avengers, there's other characters that are getting a rework, but definitely there is a Spotlight Raid coming, and one of the teams that we required is this Uncanny Avengers. And 2, when will there be new characters added to the War Store? I have so many war credits that I don't know what to do with. Yeah, so I think that's a problem for a lot of endgame players. They update the store infrequently so often. You know, the Raid Store, the Crucible Store, the War Store, etc. They don't update this very often. So by the time something comes new to the store, we have so many credits, we buy that, and then we have nothing to do with the credits. It's like I said, it's probably a little better in that newer game when you're going to decide which character to buy, which character not to buy, instead of just having nothing to do with it. But the short answer is yes, there is someone coming to the War Store very soon. And in the blog post that was announced on November 22nd, Nimrod is going to the War Store. Now, That is probably going to be at the beginning of January. So they're going to be officially fountain in January. Sentinel going to Spotlight Raid Orb. Nimrod going to the War Store. Omega Sentinel going to a hard campaign node. So this is where those characters are going. And Nimrod is going to be next character to add to the War Store. Probably sometime first week of January is when I'm expecting Nimrod going to that War Store. Hey, ValleyFlyin, how was the Nogi Jiu-Jitsu Championship? It was very good. I'm happy that I went. I got the footage of the matches. I made one critical error. I'm going to show you what happened. But it took like all morning to get the footage, and that's why this video is a little delayed, but I got the footage. The video probably going to release tomorrow with all the commentary and everything that happened during the match, but went well. Very happy I went, learned a lot, but I'm going to discuss that a little more in depth tomorrow. So yeah, you'll see what happened on that. Could we use Uncanny Avengers and Mutant section of the Orcus raid, or will Extreme be better? So the answer to that question depends on how big your Uncanny Avengers are. Uncanny Avengers will have the updated stats. They're reworked characters, and there are 2 new characters in Hercules and Jean Grey. We're gonna have the updated stats, and just that enough, maybe more than enough to compensate for this extra 15% damage, armor, focus and resistance that Extreme X-Men get. So they also on spawn Extreme X-Men are gonna get more barriers. So you're not gonna have those bonuses with the Uncanny Avengers, but you have the updated stats. They're gonna be a raid team. So even with that, the Uncanny Avengers might be better. You don't have them built up pretty big. They may not be able to overcome the extra damage that the Extreme X-Men getting. So I guess it's gonna be on a case-by-case basis, but you can use whatever mutant you want. So I guess you can try to test it out instead of building the Extreme X-Men when we get the Uncanny Avengers. Second, with the 4th run of the Old Man Logan trials, will it become semi-permanent sooner rather than later? I hope so. I hope this is the last time that it's a reoccurring event, and I hope it becomes a permanent event right after this. I think a lot of these legendaries, they had 3 and then they were permanent. Old Man Logan, this being the 4th, I hope it's very, very soon that this becomes permanent. Valley, I finally got Odin. I need the strategy climb up in arena, please. I know it's your favorite game mode. Not necessarily my favorite game mode, but I do think it's the most important game mode. I would say my favorite is Cosmic Crucible, but I do think arena is the most important game mode because that's where you get power cores from. Who do I need to play the match to win versus the other Odin teams? Thank you so much, brother. So what I see on defense is some kind of combination of these 6 characters: Odin, Mephisto, Apocalypse, and the 3 Annihilator characters. Sometimes you have Gore, sometimes you don't have Gore. I think that's the big deciding factor between these 2 arena defensive teams, the ones that have Gore, the ones that don't have Gore. Either way, I'm going to use the same team to beat it. Let's go do an arena battle right now. We're going to face this team. What is the highest one that we get? Let's go to number 16, and we're going to use this team here. Apocalypse in the middle, Odin all the way on the far side, across from Gladiator. Mephisto's next to Gladiator, and Gore is next in between Apocalypse and Odin. All right, now what we're gonna do for this fight, we're gonna open with the basic for Mephisto. That it reduces the health of Gladiator 50%. We're gonna do the basic again. That allows us to get the assist with Odin. If you don't if they have Gladiator or Gore, excuse me, on defense, you're not gonna get the assist from Odin. The battle's gonna be a little different, but most of the battles will play out like this if they don't have Gore. So now we do the powered basic on Gladiator, and then we're gonna, or the empowered ultimate on Gladiator, and we have a taunt on Odin. We're gonna go from Odin with the or from Gladiator. Both of them have taunt. We're gonna go to Odin and reduce his health. He is almost dead. He does not have a death proof, which means that this Gore hit should kill him. Sometimes it does not, and if it does not kill him, I'm gonna use the Odin basic to get that final hit on Odin. After that, it is just a big auto fest. And now that Odin's dead, we can hit that special and just auto. At that point, you should win. It takes a few turns, but once their Odin is dead, it is pretty much game over. A lot of times, if you don't kill that Odin right away, it comes down to Odin versus Odin mirror match. But once their Odin is dead, you don't have that mirror match that they can run. So yeah, it's just a matter of autoing, and the rest of the battle is done at this point. You might lose 1 or 2 characters, but Odin, you're not gonna lose the Odin at this point. Once in a while, there's some weird RNG and things goes wrong, but I'd say like 98% of the time, this is how the battle goes. Just smashing and killing everybody. Let's get that final hit. There it goes. There's the win. Hey, Valley, I asked us on stream earlier, what difficulty is the 5-star level Old Man Logan? So if we go to the chart, this was a chart that was released in September earlier this year. It says just to get the unlock. To get the unlock, you need complete 8 missions in difficulty 8. And if you go to the chart here, if you want the actual 5-star Old Man Logan, well, it looks like you need to do at least 8 missions at difficulty 11. Difficulty 11 looks to be the minimum for that 5-star Old Man Logan. You can do less missions by doing a higher difficulty, increasing more packs, but I don't think that you could get a 5-star without at least difficulty 11. At least according to this chart, if you are able to get more stars on Old Man Logan before difficulty 11, let me know. But from what I remember of the Old Man Logan trials, I do think this is correct. So you need at least difficulty 11 for that 5-star unlock, brother. Good luck with the Old Man Logan trials. Let me know if you're pushing or not pushing for this 3 French Hens event and the Nest Orb. And let me know what team you're most hyped about. Is the Crucible team with the Immortal X-Men? Is the War team with the Mighty Avengers? Or is it the new Raid team, the Uncanny Avengers? Let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you did, leave it a like. And if you want to see what are the best characters ranked from best to worst in Marvel Strike Force today, check out the video up there where everyone is ranked. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.